Hey everybody, welcome to Laliland 2020 edition.
And together we go high.
Guys, it's 2020 and here we are together, alone. You and I. Mikey went to the movies, so I think he's on his way home. I don't know. There's so much that I want to talk about, it's ridiculous. And if you hear cookies crunching in the background, Miss Cleopatra's eating. I have so much that I've been wanting to talk to you guys about because the last month hasn't been so great, and you've probably noticed that we haven't put out as many videos as we normally would. I feel like every time I hit the table it shakes, sorry. Let me get comfy with you guys. So this video I just kind of want to ramble to you guys about what's been going on, what will be going on, what our plans are as a channel for the new year. A few days late, it's the 6th, but this is the first day I felt like, you know, putting on a little eyelash and some hair. Where to begin? The end of 2019 was stressful, and I was very, 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 very hard on myself. I was hard on myself for feeling so much, which I'm used to feeling so much because I'm an emotional Pisces. That's what we do. I think I was extra hard on myself because people I loved were hurting and there was nothing I could do about it. I'm sure you've all been in that position where you're like helpless, whether it be a family member or a friend or whatnot. God, I had a lot of feelings. My dad had surgery, which he's absolutely fine now, thank you God. Nanny came out of the hospital and out of rehab for her heart stuff. My mom's dog isn't doing well. You guys follow me on Instagram, Laliland.9. You'll see that Gemma had a seizure while I was working next to her when I was working from home the one night. That was traumatic for me. Usually they happen in the middle of the night, and it hasn't happened in over a year, and usually Mikey's the one who she's on top of when it happens. I just didn't expect a daytime seizure. People upset me over what some people may say is stupid stuff, but stuff that I take very much to heart. And all these things were just kind of piling up. I mean, there was more to it than that too, but plus my hair loss, I got some doctor results, which I'll fill you guys in on. It's a lot when the holidays are coming up and you feel this pressure and you're trying to be happy, because I'm generally a happy person. But there was a day, there were actually 2 days, but one in specific where I felt this uneasy sensation in my stomach that I've never felt before, uneasy. And to the point where I started shaking at one point. I couldn't shake the feeling. I was just uncomfortable in my own mental state. I've never had that happen. And it was bad, it was dark, and it was out of nowhere, but maybe not out of nowhere now that I'm mentioning all these things that were on my mind at the time. I don't know. I slept on it. I mean, I was a mess the entire night, like day into night. And Mikey just was so kind to cater to me and half let me be, but also like take care of me, you know what I mean? And the next day I woke up and I was fine. So, you know, I started to think to myself, is this I mean, I'm assuming it was just being overwhelmed. I don't think it was a case. I've never been depressed. I do know people that suffer with depression, and I don't want to put myself in that category because that was not the case. I think I just felt like crap and everything piled up on me. That's not really making a pile, but you know what I mean. So there was that, and that was right after Christmas, but before New Year's. And then the other thing I think about is on top of all this, we went off keto, like bad, like Popeye's chicken sandwiches. Twice. 2. So we were eating things that our body wasn't adjusted to in the last year and a half, and I know for a fact that affected us mentally, physically, and emotionally. So I really did that part of it to myself. Everything else was kind of out of my control, I think, for the most part. I kept blaming myself for Gemma's seizure over something, and I can't do that because obviously it was just my emotions speaking, but that's been weighing on me the most. And I think this Christmas was really, really hard because I missed my boy so much. March will be a year since we lost him tragically, and I'm not okay still. That's something that I work on daily, and I talk to him. Oh God, I sound like a nutcase. I'm not a nutcase. That grieving process hasn't gotten better for me. I just miss him. I missed him at Christmas because he loved Christmas. He was my little special little angel under the Christmas tree. So this year we didn't have a real tree, and it was just bizarre. We didn't have family over, and we skipped Christmas in a way this year. I mean, we saw family, but like on our own terms. So there was that. Gosh, I mean, Cleo's great. She's over here in the windowsill. Love you, Cleo. She just celebrated what we made as her 3rd birthday, because we got her last March, but we got her last year, but we think she was about 2 years old. So we were like, January 2nd, that'll be her 3rd birthday. So happy belated birthday to my Cleopatra. She's amazing. She makes me smile, guys. So the good news is, if you guys watched our donut challenge from last week.
Oh yeah.
If you haven't seen it, oh wait, up there. I'll put a card up there for you to click on if you're watching on your phone. Yeah, that was an intense eating day of sugar. We went to the diner that night and we got like salads and vegetables and turkey and tried to replenish ourselves, but not so much. And New Year's Eve we went crazy as a last carbaholic moment before we went back to keto. And the reason why I love keto, I just want you guys to know, it's not just because we do lose weight on it. We gained weight over November and December, specifically from eating whatever we wanted for the most part. I think, aside from like your pants getting a little snug when you eat carbs and whatnot, when you go back to full-on keto and you're trying to get back into ketosis, your brain totally changes its chemistry. Yo, it does. All right, so like I finished my last Popeye's chicken sandwich on New Year's Day. Like I got it out of the way and then I fasted. So really I've been back on since Friday. So Friday to Monday, 4 full days of full-on keto. I feel good. And it's not just the physical, it's the mental. I'm not in that mind space I was in. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, I have keto videos if you guys want to watch them. I never push it on anybody. A lot of people have a hard time understanding that you don't need carbs in your diet. They don't understand why I'm eating fats. They don't understand that they're good fats and they really fuel our brains. Memory card died. I need more of those. My birthday's in 2 months, and if anybody wants to, you know, celebrate my big 40th by giving me some SD cards or like Amazon gift cards to get SD cards for the camera, you'd be my best friend. Oh, I awkwardly winked. So, where was I? Okay. Both of our cars were in the shop back, I believe it was in November, and tomorrow my vehicle's going back into the shop for several $100s more that we don't have right now. So I worked overtime today. Mikey's been working his butt off at FedEx. The holiday seasons were crazy, so that was great. We got some money in. He's still considered part-time because you have to be there for a year before you really get full-time. The struggle is real, guys. It's real. You know what? Things are gonna happen. People are like, why don't you guys just go get a new car, finance or lease? We can't, due to like a credit consolidation thing we're in, we can't do that yet. So in a couple years we can, but right now we can't. I'm putting my business out there. I'm just keeping it real, keeping everything real but the hair. Jemmy's been so strong lately and I've been obsessed with her. Like I'm giving her love constantly and she's like, Mom, leave me alone. Cleopatra, I should just film Cleo. She would be like a viral superstar. Just because she's sloppy and like hilarious by accident. Back to the cars. So they're going in the shop. My car's going back in the shop tomorrow. Mikey's gonna have to Uber to and from work. It's just, it comes down to feeling like you just can't catch a break. This is also the reason we haven't been going out anywhere. Can't afford it and the cars aren't running. So those of you that I wanted to see recently, I apologize that we couldn't get to you or have to turn things down because we just don't have the extra money. So here I am talking about the money, and the reason why I'm also strapped for cash, aside from the cars and Christmas and vet bills, I have to burp. I mean, I planned back in August, I said for my 40th birthday in March, this bang is, there's too many bangs in this hair. I said for my 40th birthday in March, I don't want to be here in Jersey. I want to go someplace. I spit. I wanted Mikey to be here to talk with you guys about this because he's never been to the place we're going. And I'm like, do I tell you guys? Do I keep it a surprise? I'm probably not going to tell you when I'm going because that's weird. Plus Nikki will be here watching the cats and like living here during that time. Oh, how did I do that? Do you see the hair move? Oh my God, I'm literally sweating just thinking about telling you guys. We're not going to Disney. We're not going to Vegas, even though Vegas videos of ours are like killing it. And if I really wanted to, that's where I should be filming. I'm going to a place where on my 40th birthday, well, right after, okay, early spring, so after my 40th birthday, I am gonna be in, I'm crying, my happy place, alone. I mean, Mikey will be there, but like, I just wanna be left alone. And I booked this trip back in August thinking, this will be fine. Each month I'll put this away for this trip. Y'all know how that turned out. You know, I have a final payment coming up on that right around the time that the car needs to be fixed, so that's fabulous. We are going to Florida, and now you're like, oh, that's stupid. We're not going to Disney. It's gonna kill me to be 2 hours from Disney and not be at Disney though. Like literally kill me. We are going to, drum roll please, Anna Maria Island. There, it's out there. I've been wanting to tell you all because I have had these vlogs in my head probably since July when we were plotting this, and it came out of nowhere. I said to Mikey, I'm like, yo, you've never been there. It's my 40th. I know where I want to go, and he's going to fall in love with it. He's not as much of a beach person as me, but let me explain. Let me explain. Anna Maria Island is a 7-mile island north of Sarasota, south of Tampa and Clearwater, right outside of Bradenton, which is where my dad's relatives live. They were elderly, and we would go down every spring break in his van, drive down to Florida, stay with Uncle Casey and Aunt Betsy, who were just the kindest, sweetest people, his mom's sister. And I believe for a long time she was the only family member left on that side. They never had children. My idols. And we would stay at their, like, they had a house one year, then they moved into a condo, and then eventually they had to move into like a senior place. But I loved going to their pool and everything, and we would stay at a hotel down the street from them when they got a little older. Every year on Easter for spring break when we were down there, my dad would take us over to Anna Maria Island, which was right over the bridge, and we would drive down to Coquina Beach, which is to me probably the most beautiful of all the beaches that are along that 7-mile island. Oh my God, I feel like I'm glowing. So we would go to Coquina Beach, and it's on the Gulf of Mexico. You walk across the street and you're at the bay. I can't explain it, I'm crying. I gotta stop crying. I know you all think I'm a nutcase. Maybe I am. Maybe I do have issues. But they're good issues, right? Anna Maria Island. We can just call it AMI for short. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So I've had these vlogs in my head since maybe July when Mikey and I were first kind of looking at things, and we went on Verbo, and I was obsessed. I was up every night until like midnight looking for the perfect rental. And I found her. I can't wait to show you guys when we get there. I mean, hopefully everything goes smoothly and, you know, we do get there. By the way, they aren't allowed to have high rises on that island, and they don't really have any chain anything other. I think they have a Dunkin' Donuts, a Domino's, and Publix supermarket like Walgreens. Everything else on the island is family owned and run. The shops, the little antique stores, the restaurants, it's so charming, I can't even handle it. Here's the big problem. And it's not really a problem. I mean, I can work around it. I don't eat seafood, like nothing from the sea. So the island specializes in grouper. Yum, I guess. Mikey's gonna try the grouper. He eats like crab cakes and like basic stuff. He's a basic little seafood eater, not into the big stuff. So we're gonna figure that out. I mean, as long as they have a grilled chicken salad or a burger without a bun, I'll be fine. We'll probably try other things that we will not be keto, but we're gonna be hardcore keto till we leave. I can't wait. The house we rented, it's 3-bedroom, but one of them is like a day bed in like the den, and you open the back door and it takes you out to the...
Bummer!
I can't wait. I can't wait. It's like my dream. And it's not fancy. I mean, they do have some $1 million homes on the island. It's not one of those. So we had a really great deal on it, put a down payment on back in the summer, and it's happening. So then last Sunday, this is the day after my meltdown where I just kind of sat on the couch and stared at nothing. Last Sunday we said, all right, what are we gonna do? We have to book airfare. So we gathered some money together that we had collected from Christmas, and Mikey won a few bucks at Parks Casino on our free play, which is a blessing. Like, that's a huge blessing. To turn 25 bucks into something else is nice. So we took that money and we booked a flight on Frontier Airlines. I mean, granted, last time I was flying home, I don't know if I told you guys, with Nikki, you know, the flight was a very, very scary landing. Probably the worst landing I've ever had. It's all right, let's do it again, right? Good deal, decent deal. So then we booked that, I booked it, and about 10 minutes later, I'm looking at how much the luggage, you know, the baggage, the carry-on, the seats, because we need the extra leg room because we're both really tall. And I was like, crap, like, this is almost the same amount as the flight. And by the way, my flight anxiety started to kick back in. I've had several bad flights, not as bad as my sister. She'll jump in here and be like, you don't even know what a bad flight is. Her and I both have dreams all the time that we're gonna crash on a plane, so I'm just putting that out there. If it happens, we know. We knew it was gonna happen. So Mikey started seeing me, like I was literally sweating, and I was like, oh wow, we're flying, and now we have to get money from the luggage. We're gonna do that later on. And he said the magical words that I'll never forget, and this is why I love him so much. He looks at me and he says, do you wanna drive down? Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So there's that. Oh my God, I'm so excited. First of all, he and I have only driven as far as, well, we went to Chicago and then we went to Myrtle Beach, but we've never driven to Florida together, just separately before, you know, being in a relationship. This will be a test, but I'll have a camera with me to vlog every cranky moment he has. By the way, the car that I was gonna rent for 8 days down in Florida, for like 10 days up here, you know, to rent it from up here to drive down there and back, same exact price. So we're saving no airfare, no baggage fees, no seat fees, and no rental car fees down there. Actually, it would have been more down there for just, I know I like to just get somewhere, I admit that, but driving down gives me so many memories from when I used to go with my dad. It's like, there's certain rest stops. What's up, Maryland house? I've only been to south of the border with Mikey once, and that was on the way to Myrtle Beach to see his brother. So I'm like super excited to go back and actually have some time. Actually, we'll probably do that because we can't go at 2 in the morning. They are open at 2 in the morning at south of the border, but we might be killed, right? Right? So I'm thinking on the way home, because that'll be like dinner time. Not saying we're gonna eat there, but I gotta see Pedro. Leave me a comment if you've been to south of the border. Do you want us to vlog there? Because I think ooh, did I just get more excited about south of the border than Florida? Whoops. All right, I got more. Are you guys still with me? Give the video a thumbs up if you're still listening to me ramble, especially without Mikey here. So, the plan in Anna Maria Island is to eat at the restaurants, show you guys the restaurants. I feel like I'm doing like a tourist or tourism video for them. I already heard from 2 of the restaurants that invited us to come see them, so I don't know if that means they're gonna feed us. I have to tell them I don't eat seafood. One ice cream place was like, yeah, come on in and film. So I might be eating some ice cream. I can tell you, part of the reason I'm hardcore back on keto is because whatever I gained and then some needs to slither away, because we have a pool in our yard and we're at the Gulf of Mexico. And the bay. I'm not gonna go in the bay. I might put my feet in the bay. Look up Anna Maria Island. There's not, oh wait, yo. I didn't tell you the best part. There's hardly any vlogs out about, like real vlogs about Anna Maria Island. Mikey and I, I've said this like 3 times and cut myself off. I've had visions of what I wanna film there. I didn't even tell you why we're going there. Oh my God, this is a really long, pointless vlog for anyone that doesn't care, and I'm sorry. But here's what's up. I didn't finish my story. So my dad used to bring us down to my aunt and uncle when they were elderly, you know, and we would spend time with them, then we'd go to Coquina Beach on Anna Maria Island, right? I fell in love with it. And then in the early 2000s when I was living down there, my grandpa and his girlfriend, yes, he had a girlfriend, they rented a house on the bay, and my ex and I drove over. It was like a 2-hour drive from Winter Park, and we visited them for the day and went to dinner and stuff on the island. So like, there's just like a major emotional attachment for me. And you know what, everything I do in life is emotional based, and I have a really crazy Rain Man memory. Nikki calls me Rain Man. So I remember every trip we've taken there, and it's just such a beautiful place. I'm crying, don't let me cry. It's just amazing there. And you know what, we're so spontaneous in these situations. I mean, we could wind up at Disney one day. We're only 2 hours away. We could wind up at Universal. We could wind up at City Walk. We could wind up at SeaWorld. Like, I don't know. I cannot wait to show you guys things like the restaurants and the shops. And they have one little miniature golf course on site on the island. I wanna see the boats. I don't want to see people fishing though, because I'm anti-fishing. It just makes me sad. I don't know. I just want to save all the fish. There's like no vlogs out there for this. I mean, there's very few. A lot of people film like 2 minutes of their trip and put it to music or whatever. I want to do food reviews. I want to do island review. Like, I don't know, each beach that's there. You start with Bean Point up north, but we're gonna see manatees. We're gonna see dolphins. We're gonna see fishies. I just want to spend every day like getting up and just like kind of falling into the pool to wake up and then being like, all right, let's go to the beach. Let's go to golf. The restaurants are so cute. I cannot wait. I hope my excitement is coming through, not as like a psychopath, but more so as like a really, really excited human being right now. Plus it helps me forget that I'm gonna be 40. That's the big thing. I need to get away. Like this is, my last 2 vacations they were amazing. They were the best trips of my life, but they were non-stop. Like, we had plans constantly. This is my dream come true. And Mikey's never been there, and I'm hoping this starts a new tradition, and I'm hoping, oh my God, if he falls in love with the island, maybe one day we can live there. They do have FedEx down there, so I'm just saying. Oh wow, there's so much, nobody cares. I know none of you care about this, but like, I'm so excited. Like, I get to eat my Sonny's barbecue. There's a Culver's down there. For those of you on my Facebook, I was recently asking about Culver's for that reason, because they have one in Bradenton before you go over the bridge to Anna Maria Island. And please leave me a comment what you get at Culver's, because right now everything looks good on that menu and we do not have them up here in Jersey. So I'll be biting something from there. I heard the custard is so good, but that will mess up my stomach, so I gotta save myself. Public subs, give me a thumbs up if you like a good Publix subs. I'm excited to go into a Publix supermarket. They have one on the island. It's so expensive though. The exciting thing about driving down is we can stock the car with our packs of water, because you know I need water constantly. So we're gonna get like the 24 packs of water. We're gonna get, I'll probably get like 5 of those. It'd be more than our suitcases. Carrying wise. We can bring our keto stuff, our stevia, things that we couldn't bring on the plane per se, we can stock up throughout the next few months and get that stuff and have it ready for the trip. I can make a snack thing for the car. Because like if we leave here at 6 p.m., 8 hours later, that's gonna bring us to what, like south of the border area? We can't really stop there. I mean, I can pee somewhere near there, I guess. I'm more concerned about peeing. Does anyone else feel that way on road trips? You're like, I got this, I got my snacks, I'll be fine, but I gotta pee a lot. Cat's out of the bag, I'm so excited to tell you. I'm really excited. Also, while we're there, WrestleMania is happening in Tampa. Tampa is an hour north of Anna Maria Island. Disclaimer, I'm not going to WrestleMania. I probably could. We could probably get like super nosebleeds for like $100. But Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I guess they're having a convention at the field there with certain wrestlers. My boyfriend's gonna be there. Guys, I have to meet Bret Hart again. He's gonna be there, and oh my God, to meet him twice in like 9 months or whatever, after all these years of wanting to meet him, I have to. There's some other people there. If anyone out there knows who Honky Tonk Man is, he's gonna be there that I wanna meet. I'd like to meet Ted DiBiase again, because in my video here, I look a fool, and I would like to get a normal picture with the $1 Million Man, please. But there's so many people that are gonna be there. If you Google WrestleCon Tampa 2020, that'll be that Friday. So really, other than that, we're pretty much staying on the island. Unless I need to go over the bridge to Culver's again. Really, leave me comments down below, please, and tell me what to get there. Appreciate it. Excuse me. So this vlog was gonna be like 5 minutes long, but I'm telling you what to prep for. I'm so excited to vlog there. People are like, put the camera away, just enjoy the trip, live in the moment. This is how Mikey and I realized we love filming, and we realized that we are living in the moment by capturing things that we want to show you guys, but also that we want for our memories. That's why we started the channel. We were like, we're documenting things by taking pictures anyway on our phones, or videos at shows and this, that. We're like, why not start a vlog? That's why we did that over 3 years ago, and here we are. Me, you, Cleopatra, Gemma Jolie, and wherever the hell Mikey is. I thought I was gonna talk long enough for him to come home, but let's see where he is. He messaged me that he's on his way home, and that it was at 3:34. Oh, that was like 15 minutes ago. By the way, I have the oldest cell phone ever. It's a Galaxy, I'm not gonna tell you, it's a Galaxy something or other. I just refuse to get a new phone and pay a higher phone bill, especially right now. So car troubles first, Anna Maria Island second. Oh my God. Oh my God. So shout out to my friend Nicole at work, because I worked overtime this morning until 1 p.m., 8 to 1. And I got a message from her just now. I don't even know what to say. Getting a special bonus in February. Like, this email just came through. This is so weird. I'm crying. You know, like, whether you believe in God or not, I do. And he works in mysterious ways. Things that just happen. That comes at a really good time, because last year was hard. It was really hard, and I know we went on trips and whatnot, but we worked our asses off to do that. Everything we do is with extra cash that we put away when we can, and that's not often. And we struggle because we like to live a little bit, you know, as long as we have food in the fridge and the bills are paid. And we're so thankful to any family member, and you know who you are, who the few of you are that have helped us over the years. We are forever grateful for that. You know, sometimes you just feel like you're not doing enough and you're not good enough and your hard work isn't paying off. Oh, we could have flown after all. Thank you, Nicole, for that information. I'm glad to know that before I come into work tomorrow and see the email, at least I'm crying at home instead on the vlog. That's embarrassing. I'm just one of those people, I take everything like is a sign, and it happens for a reason, and this is weird. Like, I have that final payment due for the trip, and here I am talking about the trip, and I know people are like, well, if you're struggling in your course in the shop, you shouldn't go on a trip. This is my 40th birthday. I didn't even tell you guys about the health stuff. Due to health stuff, I'm taking this trip. I have to, and we haven't been anywhere in forever, and oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Tara, if you're watching this video, I'm texting you back on this video right now. Maybe I can get a new phone, guys, and then I can take beautiful like sunset pictures every night on the Gulf. Oh, but that's why, you know, did I tell you that there's like sunrises at 6 a.m. on this side and sunsets at 8 p.m. on that side. You don't know how long you're gonna live, right? Let's be real. Mikey and I have been watching these weird near-death experience videos. It kind of came on YouTube as a suggested video one day, and now we're like on a roll with it. That like some people went to hell. They all kind of had similar stories, which was creepy. And I will remain a good human being because of this video, these videos. You know, and everyone says, oh, you know, you get the people that say, oh, well, you know, when the person saw the lights because they were in the operating room and your brain and da-da-da. No, there's too many similar coincidences. I get it, you're out of it. Don't, you know, if you're dead on the table and then you come back, I get that. Like, I always say to Mikey, like, but how do I know there's a heaven? And he's like, you just have to have faith. And he says it so calmly and so beautifully that, like, how can you not? And I'm gonna be honest with you, there's no way in heck that I am not gonna believe in heaven because I wanna go there. Long story short, oh God, this took a weird turn. This whole video is so weird. Like, only 5 of you are probably still watching it right now. I'm all over the place. Where's Mikey? I'm allergic to this candle. So Jemmy's not the only one sneezing. Beautiful scent until I'm like in it. I don't even know what to say right now. My point was that God works in mysterious ways. We don't know when we're gonna die. You can walk out, live your life. I know a lot of people that save, and I get that I'm gonna need that if I make it to an older age. I get that. But I wanna live before I can't. Turning it back to a serious note for a minute, because I totally forgot to talk about this, and this was part of the reason why I had my sad moments. As you all know, I'm going through hair loss. The dermatologist told me it was hair loss. It's not alopecia, but it is balding. And when people think I'm saying I'm going through hair loss. They're like, oh yeah, my hair falls out in the shower too. No, I'm balding. So this wig is, it's probably the most realistic to my hair, I guess, right? I don't know what it looks like on camera. Too many bangs though, I have to pluck them out, so I put them back for now. Just deal with it. You got this far. And I did eventually get my blood work done back in November and got those results. It tested for elevated sed rate, which I've had happen for the last 10 years. And when I asked the nurse about it, she pretty much said, you have an autoimmune disease and we need to target which one. Okay, well, I've had Lyme disease twice in my life since I was 12 and 20. I had Epstein-Barr when I was 24, so it's like a form of mono. They say it like lives in your body, and if you share a glass with somebody, sneaky, or something, you can pass it back and forth, which my sister and I have done. If I really have a third on top of that, which now they're testing me for, well, not yet, when I do go, I was waiting for the new year. Lupus is the next one that we're being tested for. So my body is pretty much fighting itself. I've always been bubble girl. You know, like I can't do much and I get sick after every trip, and if I'm around a lot of people, I can't breathe by the end of the night. Like, it's a lot. Because I also have my like breathing issues on top of that. So, which by the way, I made it through Christmas without bronchitis or pneumonia. Yeah, there's a win. See, I do look at the positive, hey. Looking over there because I'm defrosting meat for tonight, because my mom got us the Kansas City steak. No, Omaha steaks. Her and Nanny got us those for Christmas, and the fillets are ready for tonight. Why did I do it like that? Mikey's gonna make the fillets. The other thing came back was that I have severe anemia, which would explain why I passed out in the bathroom at work a few months ago. So between the autoimmune disease, my breathing issues, the severe anemia, did I say that already, or did I say autoimmune? I don't even know. So here's the thing with the anemia, okay? Like, I've always had low iron, but it's never come out severe anemia. Here's the thing with that. I take iron, okay? I take iron. I eat meat and all the things. I mean, I've looked it up and I'm like, I'm doing all this stuff. How bad is the anemia that none of these things are helping it and I've actually gotten worse? I don't get it. And to wrap this up, the reason why I'm going to Anna Maria Island is because I have anemia, I have autoimmune, I have esophageal problems, I have Barrett's esophagus that I was diagnosed with a few years ago, and I'm too scared to go back to the doctor to get that test done again. But I need to make me do that soon. I have lung lining issues, and my liver levels are always elevated, which means I have some kind of like liver shit going on. Can I say that? Liver shit? So I don't feel good most of the time. Truth be told, I feel really good today. I worked till 1, I took a nice hot shower, didn't wash my hair because I put my wig on, and that just felt good to put some makeup on today. Mikey's so patient with me. When I'm having a bad day, this boy is by my side. Sometimes he complains, like if I keep wanting extra water. He knows he's the water man. He refills my water all day. I love you guys. If you made it to the end of this and you're like, what the hell, Lolly? You never talk this much. I do though. I'm chatty. I'm not on drugs. I feel like I am today. I don't even drink more than a half a beer, let me tell you. Nicole just texted me to give me the email that was sent today about this little bonus. And she's like, where are you going on your trip? Well, Nicole, I hope you now know if you sat through this. Little blessings. I think I also am filming so long because I was hoping Mikey would like walk in by now. And he hasn't. So you've literally been stuck with me this whole time. This year, we're gonna obviously film our trip, and we're gonna have so many exciting, oh my God, guys, I have the whole vision in my head how I wanna do it. And I really think you're gonna enjoy the new concept and the new way of us vlogging when we're down there and how we're gonna piece it together. I think Mikey and I are actually on the same page, which is extra exciting. I hear keys. He's interrupting my final thought. I have a fan by the door so the neighbors can't hear. He's gonna knock it over. There he is. He made it. He made it. Come here. He knocked it over. I told you he was gonna knock it over. He did. He did, but he brought me in my waters. That's what he does. He's Waterman. If you've watched this long, leave me a comment down below that says Waterman. I haven't rambled. Hi, baby.
Hey guys. Look. I donated plasma today.
Yes. Finally, when's the last?
Been over a year since I donated plasma, and I figured
She's been sneezing and coughing.
Oh no.
Help, can you go rub her neck?
It's been over a year since I donated plasma, so I figured I'd go back and save some lives. And they were like, "Where have you been?" And I've been like, "I don't know."
What did they call you?
They called me Skinny.
They haven't seen him.
Yeah, they're like, "Hey, Skinny."
And every time he donates, now that he's back in there, they give him money on a card. So I mean, he's obviously doing it to make some extra money, like a little part-time job, and helping save lives, like mine that might need plasma one day. Give me your plasma. I'm not on drugs. So for the most part, like, you know, he can save that money up on a card, which is great because that'll be his contribution to the trip, which is nice. I'm gonna end it here. You guys saw Mikey. He came in, he said hi. He's like, I was called Skinny because they haven't seen him in a year, and he got his plasma taken out. If you guys are interested in doing the plasma donations, Google it for like your area. It's an amazing cause. You go in, you get a physical done, and then they hook you up to the machine and do what they do. I can't donate blood, so I can't do it. What is the one thing about our trip coming up that you're most excited for? Be honest. Like what?
The food.
We're gonna feel like crap down there. No, but we're gonna eat decent. But
you probably want me to say something like the sun sets.
So romantic. He's gonna fall asleep before the sun sets by the pool. At least it'll be by the pool, unless there's mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Oh God, this could take a turn for the worse. Thank you guys for watching Laliland. I love you guys. And here's to 2020. Honestly, leave me a comment down below that says Waterman if you made it to the end. Bye. Oh God, did I ramble? Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. I sound like Mr. Rogers. Ow. Jemmy? Jemmy, what's going on? You got your foodie? She's so little. Jemmy, I mean, if you guys follow me on Instagram on Laliland, if you guys follow me on Instagram, lolly.9, I spit on myself. Jemmy, show your little body. This is my baby, guys. Don't hit the camera, Jem. Which meets Tampa Bay, so like the bay's here and Tampa and the Gulf is here, and they meet, and then I heard that's where if you go in the water there, you're gonna get swept away, so we're not gonna do that. You know, here's another thing. Another time I drooled. I'm a mess. Like, my hand smells like, because I was picking the wax. I'm allergic to the candle, and this is the candle. I think I just ruined the table. Why is it looking like you have no hair right now?
Because the top of my head's cut off.
What is that noise? Oh, are you gorgeous today? Oh, were you gorgeous today as always, you sloppy mess? She's so cute. Happy little baby tear. I love you. Oh.
And together we go high.